Check out these specs for the Kasa Doorbell. 2K resolution, records 24/7, and has person detection without needing a monthly fee. Plus, it's only $60. So what's the catch? Well, let's find out. To say I've been waiting a while for the Kasa Doorbell is an understatement. I saw a version of this at CES 2019 over 3 years ago. Back then they said it would have HDR and 2 days of free cloud storage. But the one that just got released does not have either one of those. Instead, it has 24/7 recording to a micro SD card. You just have to remove the 2 screws in the back to access the SD card slot. The screws are tiny and are super easy to lose. The first time I removed the cover, I lost a screw. And then seriously, like 10 minutes later, I lost it again in the carpet. You'd think I would learn, but apparently not. You can use up to a 128GB SD card, which I think is about 10 days of 24/7 recording. When it comes to motion detection, you can have it only notify you if it detects a person, and you don't have to pay a monthly fee for this, so that's great. The notification speed was about average. When they did show up, it was quick, but sometimes they just didn't show up, even on a doorbell press. But loading up the live view was fast with pretty low latency. Scrubbing through the 24/7 footage was better than expected. It was not as smooth as some of the higher end doorbells like Nest, but it's much better than something like Wise because I can jump around the timeline where the doorbell detected something. The Kasa Doorbell does not have a battery, so you'll have to power it from your existing doorbell wires. But it's not compatible with the existing chime, so they provide a wireless one in the box. It's an okay chime. You can change the volume and choose from different sounds. But personally, I prefer to just use my Amazon Echo devices to announce when someone presses the doorbell. For some reason, the Amazon routine did not get triggered when I pressed the doorbell, and this could be something on my end, or there could still be some bugs they need to work out. You will not be able to do this with Google Home speakers, only Amazon, so be aware of that. Okay, up to this point, you're probably like, Reed, this is sounding really good. I've been needing to replace my old Ring doorbell, and this could be perfect. Well, remember I said there was going to be a catch? Yeah, well, we haven't got to that part yet. When I was on Amazon looking at this doorbell, I saw a review saying you could not download the footage without paying. I was like, what? There's no way that's true. There's an SD card in the doorbell. Of course you can keep your footage. Right? Right? Nope. You cannot save any footage to your phone without paying the monthly fee. I even tried ejecting the SD card and copying all the files over to my MacBook Pro, but that didn't work because the SD card is encrypted. So all of this is behind a paywall. Are you kidding me? I cannot even hit a button to record the live footage to my phone. Nope. Paywall. Yes, you can record your phone screen, but that's inconvenient and it's not going to be the full resolution. Okay, if that was the only issue, then it wouldn't be too bad. But there's more. When it's bright outside, I can barely make out any details of my face in the shadows. I'm basically a walking silhouette. So obviously this does not have HDR, but normally doorbells that don't have HDR just have a washed out background and it's not the end of the world. The problem with this Kasa Doorbell is that I cannot see what's on the bright street or the dark porch. The shadows are just way too dark. The two-way voice also sounds terrible. It's quiet and it makes me sound like a robot.
They think I'm in the shadows, but I am the shadows.
You can create up to 4 activity zones and they're very flexible, which is great. The problem is that they don't work, either on motion or person notifications. So if you live on a busy street, you could get a lot of unwanted notifications. What about an image preview and a push notification? Take a guess. Yep, paywall. Oh, and one other thing. Most Kasa devices integrate well with SmartThings, but as of now, it does not work with it. Alright, I have to remember that this Kasa doorbell is only $60, so it makes sense that Kasa would cut some corners. But it just seems like some of these features should not be behind a paywall. If none of that is scaring you off, you might be interested in their outdoor camera. It's very similar to the doorbell. 2K resolution, there's no battery, so you have to plug it in for power, and you can add a micro SD card to record 24/7, and it has person detection. The two main differences are a Starlight sensor for much better night vision and 2 LED lights to help light things up. Then of course it has many of the same issues as the doorbell, like you can't download the footage without paying a monthly fee. But if you're looking for a better outdoor camera compared to the Wisecam V3, for a little bit more money, it could be a good option. So now you might be faced with a difficult decision. Should you buy the Kasa Doorbell? Well, to make it easier, I'm going to quickly compare it with a couple of other doorbells you might be considering. So in the same price range, there's the Wise and the Ring doorbell that are around $65. Personally, I think the Kasa Doorbell is a better option, mainly because of storage, since you can record to an SD card and person detection are both included without needing a monthly fee. So if my budget is under $100, then I would probably go with the Kasa Doorbell, unless I need more smart home compatibility to work with hubs like SmartThings. If so, I would lean towards Ring. But what if your budget goes up to $200? Now you have some good options, like the Eufy and Nest battery doorbells, both of which work great without needing to pay a monthly fee. It wouldn't be an easy decision, but if I had to choose between Kasa and Eufy, I think I would choose Kasa. I think Eufy has some better features, but I don't know if it's worth 3 times the cost. Plus, it would be difficult to give up that 24/7 footage. The Nest battery doorbell is an easier choice for me. The image quality with HDR, activity zones, and notifications are on a much higher level than Kasa. So I think it's worth paying extra for the Nest battery doorbell because it improves features that you're going to use every single day. And if you have Google Home speakers, it's going to work way better with your setup. So yes, the Kasa Doorbell isn't close to perfect, but for $60, it's a good budget option. I just wish Kasa would not put basic features behind a subscription. It just feels slimy. Instead, raise the price of the doorbell. I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching.
That bird nest is pretty cool, huh? But it's time to come in and eat.
You sound like a robot, Dad.
Affirmative.
I think you're a robot. Prove that you're a human.
I eat food?
Mr. Robot eats food.
Come on, I love you.
The Echo says that to me every night.
Yes, I love you very much.
I give up.